Hello there! Would you like to play a villainous game? Welcome to Unboxing the Boxes, my Star Wars collection. This is episode 159, the Star Wars Villainous board game. In episode 149, I shared some bargains that I found at a local thrift store. One of those bargains was the Star Wars Villainous Game. The normal price for the game was like $39.99 or $40. I picked it up for $10. And in fact, it was so cheap, I did go back and I picked up a second one. That way, I can actually do an unboxing video and still have one unboxed. In this video, we're going to open this up and see, is this game really worth $40 or is it only worth $10? Before I begin, I'd just like to invite you to once again like this video, comment, leave me know what you think about this game. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and maybe that notifications bell so that you're notified when new videos come out. Now, what do you say? We begin. If you remember correctly, it's just a fairly nice picture of Darth Vader on the front with the red lightsaber. And then on the back, we do have an explanation a little bit about what this game is all about. It looks like it contains 5 villains, or tokens for 5 villains. It also looks like it's a partial card game. So it's going to be interesting to see. It is a heavy box, so there's a lot in here. The question is, what is in here? Well, what do you say we find out? And by the way, if you have this game and if you have played it, leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of it. Was it a good game to play? Well, let's see what we have. Well, to start with, we have the instruction booklet from the looks of it. And yeah, it looks like a card game. Mostly looks like a card game from the looks of this. All right. Well, as far as the instructions go, looks like they have it pretty well spelled out. And it also looks like they have some good pictures with it. So it's probably pretty easy to follow. On the cover of this booklet, it says, "Become an iconic Star Wars villain. Use your sinister influence and unique abilities to manipulate events in your favor. Are you powerful and clever enough to fulfill your dark destiny before your opponents?" Okay, makes it sound interesting for the game. Well, let's see what these tokens look like. They're pretty much kind of a translucent resin color. And like I said, they're supposed to be 5 different ones. So let's just put these up here quick and see what we've got. Okay, well, this one's easy. This would be Darth Vader. Kind of a little bit translucent black. Helmet's kind of clear, but it does have the look of Darth Vader. It's easy to tell that that one would be Darth Vader. The next one we have here, I'm going to say, is Kylo Ren. And the reason for it is because it does have Kylo Ren's helmet. And also, if you notice, his shoulders are kind of snipped off there, so that in a way, this looks like the hilt of Kylo Ren's lightsaber. What do you think about that one? The next one here, General Grievous. And basically, it's the head of General Grievous with his neck and the upper portion of his body, probably about covering his shoulders pretty much. As you can see, kind of a white translucent plastic or resin or whatever it is you want to call it. I'd say it's just plastic. So there we have 3. The next one we have here, Moff Gideon figure. As you can see here, a very little likeness of Moff Gideon. The head doesn't really have a whole lot of details. You almost have to look at the armor he's wearing, and of course he's got this flowing cape behind him. So, but that would be the Moff Gideon figure. And then we have Asajj Ventress. And of course, we've got the long neck, the skinny head, the skinny body. So pretty easy to tell that this one was Ventress. So there we have it, the 5 figures for the game. Now, we also have this very thin, very flimsy piece of plastic, which I'm not sure what it's for, but it's probably for something, I would say, in the game. If we played the game, we'd probably know. Here we have some cards. Well, the one right on top. Oh, interesting. On one side, we have Luke conflicted. On the other side, Luke Skywalker focused. The conflicted side says, when a hero is defeated, move Luke Skywalker one location toward the Emperor's throne room. But when Luke Skywalker is focused, heroes at Luke Skywalker's location cannot be targeted by vanquish actions. Starting to make this game sound a little more interesting, don't you think? Now here, I thought maybe this was more than one, but it's just a thick card, I guess. This is, from the looks of it, Kylo Ren's card. We have kind of 3 spaces on the back of the card. Then we have Asajj's Villain Guide. So if we open this up, it looks like we have a little bit of a definition on how to play that particular character, including her objective, which is to complete 3 missions. And then we've got a special setup explanation, completing missions, and assassin's tools, vehicles for the job, and infiltration. And some of these things are basically, it's describing the cards that this character would use. We also have a Darth Vader Villain Guide, and the little parts on the back here. His objective is to defeat Luke Skywalker. He also has some special setups. Luke Skywalker and his friends are one category. Tempting a Jedi. Emperor Palpatine. Darth Vader's ambition. And R2-D2 and the Millennium Falcon. Interesting. With General Grievous's guide, his objective is to collect 8 lightsabers. He also has a section here on collecting lightsabers, captured, a ruthless leader, the droids, and heroes fight back. Kylo Ren's Villain Guide. His objective is to commit to the dark side of the Force. Sections here include Destiny Tracker and Tokens, Destiny Defeating Heroes, Destiny Ambition, Destiny Fate, and Gaining Ambition. So lots of different type of cards here for him. With Moff Gideon, his objective is to capture and experiment on Grogu. Other sections described are Grogu and Fate, finding Grogu yourself, capturing Grogu, Grogu taken, and Darksaber. So it kind of fills out what we've seen in The Mandalorian with him. And then we have some reference cards, which talk about collecting credits, discount cards, play a card, maneuver, fate, vanquish, activate, and ambition. And on the back, it does say a bit more about the villain's objectives. Let's go through those quick. With Darth Vader, you must flip Luke Skywalker to his conflicted side. Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, and Luke Skywalker, conflicted, must be in the Emperor's throne room. Darth Vader then pays 6 ambitions to defeat Luke Skywalker. Asajj Ventress must complete 3 missions. As each step in the mission is completed, Asajj Ventress adds an ambition token to the mission card. Once all steps are finished, the mission is completed and Asajj collects that ambition. Moff Gideon must have Grogu, Dr. Pershing, and laboratory samples in play on the villain side of the sector. Once all three are in the same location, Moff Gideon then pays 5 ambition to win the game. Kylo Ren must commit to his destiny, to the dark side of the Force. To achieve his objective, Kylo Ren must use ambition to move all 6 destiny tokens to the dark side of his destiny tracker. And General Grievous, easy. Must defeat heroes in order to collect 8 lightsabers. Very easy. So, those are the first batch of cards here. Next, let's get these guys out of the way. I don't know where they actually go, but we're going to put them in here. Here's the biggest part of the game, I think. Big cards, big thick cards from the looks of it. I suppose we should open it to find out, huh? And let's see what we're actually involved with here. Okay, I think there's one. Yep, there's one of these for each of the characters. Asajj Ventress, by the way, the backs are pretty plain. With Asajj Ventress, it says, Jedi, their order is a fading light in the dark, corrupt and arrogant. They must be punished. The Jedi shall fail. With Darth Vader, you underestimate the power of the dark side. If you will not fight, then you will meet your destiny. General Grievous, I will deal with this Jedi slime myself. Kylo Ren, let the past die. Kill it if you have to. It's the only way to become what you are meant to be. And with Moff Gideon, if you're asking if you can trust me, you cannot. I would gladly break any promise and watch you die at my hand. Like I said, they're fairly thick cardboard. It's not your real thin stuff here. We have a lot of these little tokens, and I would guess maybe these are ambitions or something that you'll earn during the game. A lot of little pieces here. And then we have 5 decks of cards. We have 1 for General Grievous, 1 for Darth Vader, 1 for Asajj, 1 for Moff Gideon, and 1 for Kylo Ren. Looks like it's the same number of cards in each one. So I suppose it all depends on how these cards get mixed as to how you can play them and what's your strategy in actually playing this game. And there is nothing underneath here to play with. Each of these decks does have 1 card showing, and of course the back of the card on the other side. The first one on Kylo Ren's here shows Rey. When Rey is played, move all Destiny tokens toward the light side. So that must be these. Now, there does seem to be a few different types of tokens. There's even a little lightsaber token in here. And some minus tokens for some reason. Some minus ones. So, slightly different shapes. Some are rectangular, some are octagon. I'm sure if I actually sat down and read how to play the game, it would probably all make sense. Kind of looks like an interesting game. I might have to actually see if I can find somebody to sit down and play it. If you have played this game, leave a comment and let me know what you think of it. Is it worthwhile playing? Is this worth $40 now? That's the question. Well, I'm thinking, depending on the cards here, we got 5 decks of cards. And I would say, remember the Star Wars playing card game? Like Magic, only Star Wars? Well, these are probably maybe 3 or 4 of those decks that you could buy. So if you figure those are $4 a piece, yeah, each one of these, depending on what you're doing or how you look at it, is maybe about $20 a piece if you look at it that way. Like I said, these are nice thick cardboard, so they shouldn't wear out too. Oh, wait. I just realized something. I thought it was just a piece of cardboard, but no, they unfold. And inside, there you've got his playing board. So this is Moff Gideon's playing board. And then Kylo Ren's playing board. General Grievous. A little more color, I would say, to his playboard. Darth Vader. pretty dark. I noticed with Darth Vader, we have Mustafar, the Death Star, Cloud City, and the Emperor's Throne Room. Let's go back and look at these quick. With Grievous, we've got the Lair of Grievous, Seleucami, Florum, and Utapu. So, different planets on that one. So it looks like we got different locations. With Kylo Ren, we have Takar, Crate, Snoke's Chamber, and the Emperor's Throne Room. With Moff Gideon, we have Navarro City, the Old Imperial Base, Tython, and the Bridge. So what would we have with Asajj Ventress? We would have 10th, Dathomir, Camino, and Coruscant level 1312. What does Coruscant level 1312 mean to you? Leave a comment below, let me know. So, kind of adds another little mixture into the game. Like I said, this might actually be a fun game to play. Like I said, I'm going to have to find someone to see if they want to play it once and try this thing out. Well, there we have it. The pieces and the cards of Star Wars Villainous. Darth Vader tried to escape. What do you think of it? Let me know in the comments. And that pretty much takes care of this video. Is it worth 40 bucks? I don't know if I'd want to pay full price for it. 10 bucks, definitely. Definitely 10 bucks. I would say it's even worth a good 20 bucks. 30, maybe a little bit. I would question it at 30. But I might buy it at 30. Well, that is it. Until next time, may the Force be with you. And keep collecting.